is going on, YouTube land? This is Dar Shaggy, and yep, it looks like I'm at it again with another figure review. What are we saying? I mean, what could possibly be going wrong, man? I mean, 2 reviews in 1 week. Oh, come on. Anyway, yep, I'm going to do a figure review, and if you haven't looked at the title up top, you don't know what I'm talking about. The one up there. Which figure is it that I'm doing this time? I mean, you've seen me do these 4. Could it be any of these 4? No, it's none of those guys. It's the one that's not pictured on the back. It is none other than the baddest of the bad. It is Raphael in disguise. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. I saw this, and I haven't really seen a lot of people review about it, or a lot of people even talk about it, but me being the Raphael fan, a couple friends talked me into getting it after I told them that it was out, and I saw it. They were like, "Oh, you got to get it and review it." So this is for you guys. In my last review, I noticed that I didn't really review the packaging that well. So let's do a little bit of review on the packaging before we crack this sucker open and see what he's really like. I didn't even notice this until I watched Shartimus Prime's review, that the artwork is different on each one of them. It has the other 3 turtles over here, and it has the figure that you're reviewing down here, even though that's just Raphael. It's not the Raphael in disguise. But and it's kind of weird because it looks like purple, and he's not purple. He's red. So I don't know. They picked an odd color. It says Raphael in disguise. Has a warning: choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3. It's got the Playmates toys and the numbers and everything. It says Ninja Turtles, which is odd because it's no longer the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then up at the top, it has ages 4+. So, and then let's look at the back again. It has all the other 8 figures in the line. It says more Ninja Turtles figures. And then it has a neat looking picture of all 4 of the guys together, which is really awesome, I think. And then it has the synopsis, a brief synopsis of what's going on. And I will read it to you. It says, Ninja Turtles, they were born in shadow. They live in shadow, and they fight in shadow. New York City crime rates are on the rise, and innocent civilians tremble in fear. But there's a force fighting back, vigilantes among us ready to protect the city. Are they the heroes we expect them to be? And are they powerful enough to take down the masked warrior everyone fears, the Shredder? Yeah. Pretty cool. But then it's got, like I said, it's got the original 4 that I've already reviewed. It's got the other 4 that I probably will not get. It's Nickelodeon and Paramount Studios logos and Playmates again. www.playmates.com and www.ninjaturtles.com. But enough of the packaging. Let's turn this sucker around and look at them one more time before we open them up. And let's open them up right now. Now that we got this figure out of the packaging, I can say that this just was not worth the buy. Yeah, and you'll see why when I start going over the articulation. This is some kind of, I don't know. It's cool to have Raphael in disguise, but he's, I don't know. It's just, I've got him with all his accessories on and everything. And it's just not that good of a figure, I'm sorry to say. The coat looks alright. I mean, it makes him have a big hunchback, but of course he's a turtle, so. And it's cool how they kind of got the ridges of the shell up in here, if you can see. You can see a little closer. And they didn't have very many paint apps on the coat as well. I mean, the buttons. The coat itself isn't really even sculpted that well. The back looks alright. And that's another thing, is the hat just does not stay on his head. Yeah, these glasses are easy to remove. And his scarf is another thing. It just pops on. Which the scarf and the hat and everything, if they fit a little bit better, would have been cool. But it's just, the thing that gets me though is the lack of even bigger lack of articulation, and I'll show you that to you now. It has the ball jointed head. I don't know if it pops off like the last ones do. There's just no enough. Oh yeah, it pops off. There's not a whole lot of room to get in there and get it though. But yeah, let's pop that sucker back on. His head can turn left and right, go up and down just briefly. His arms go in and out and up and down, and that's pretty much it. No elbow movement at all. It does have a wrist swivel, which I wish the other figure had that. I guess if you wanted, you could put his size in his hands, and then he's got the same on both hands. And then leg-wise, he can go forward and back, and knees. He has articulation at the knees, swivel at the knees, and that's pretty much it. And what really stinks is people that were asking, well, can you take off the coat? Nope. If you look under there, nothing is painted. It just looks really, really ridiculous. I do like the texturing on the wraps and stuff on his feet, and he has peg holes. But and I do like his head sculpt. His head sculpt is really cool. But as far as the whole figure goes, I'm really not that impressed with this figure at all. I wish I would have saved my money. But we'll do a size comparison real quick. And let's see what he size. Let's see how tall he measures up. He looks like he measures up to right around 5 inches, or just shy of 5 inches, which is pretty good size. Now for something more size. Here he is next to his actual other basic figure from the movie line, and next to the animated line. You can tell he's a lot taller than the animated line, and pretty much the same height as the basic figure. And let's go ahead and throw in another figure, see how big he is next to the Marvel Legends, by putting him with Bucky Cap. And why stop there? Let's go ahead. We did this in the last review. Let's throw him in with the Daredevil, which I can't get him to stand up for some reason this time. Yeah, you can see if it's like anything in the movie or in the trailer, he'll be about the right size for Marvel Universe. If it was like the animated, he's a little bit too big to be with the Marvel Legends. Or if it's in movie-wise, he's a lot shorter than the Marvel Legends. And the animated one would probably go best with Marvel Legends as far as traditional turtle size. But yeah, there's your size comparison. And just for kickers, let's see what he looks like with the 3 brothers in arms. And yeah, he kind of stands out a little bit because he's the only one in disguise. But yeah, but he's still Raphael, and you gotta love him. But as far as the figure goes, let's go ahead and remove these guys out of here. As far as the figures go, I don't know. Would I recommend this figure? Probably not, unless you are a completist and trying to get the complete set, or if you're a turtle fan, you know you're probably going to get it anyway. But if you're a Raphael fan, but if you're just looking for a cool figure with good paint apps and sculpting and everything, I would say run from this figure. He's not that good. Like I said before, his hat's basically just sitting on there, just one little touch and it will fall off. And it's not even, I mean, it's slightly detailed. It's got a little buckle right there. Come on, focus. You can see a little buckle right there. And the sunglasses, they fit a little bit, somewhat, but they look kind of goofy on him, being yellow. And then you got the scarf, which is probably the best sculpted thing on the whole entire figure, and it just clips on underneath his bandana. But yeah, I don't know. The figure itself, with the lack of articulation and the lack of sculpting and the lack of detail, I would say pass on this figure. Sorry, Playmates. I wanted to give you a better score considering it was Raphael, but I would give this a very, very low score, whatever. It's just not that good of a figure. I kind of wish I didn't buy it now. Anyway, that is my review. If you're gonna get a Raphael figure, though, by far grab this one. This one's a lot better. It's still, the articulation's not all that good, but at least the sculpt wise, he is pretty amazing. But yeah, but we're not reviewing that one anymore. We are reviewing this one, and yeah, I'd say sadly pass on the figure. Until next time, I guess I will see you. Shaggy out. Haha.